This is the entrance to the Botanical Gardens. On Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. as Vlissengen Road heading south. That's Regent Street or Regent Road heading west. And this is Vlissengen Road heading north. So today we're going to explore the changes on Vlissengen Road.
Oh, this is my day. I'm ready to take it on, come what may.
One of the first things that I was impressed with and surprised at when I arrived back in Guyana in 2013 was the changes on Vlissengen Road. So the trees on Vlissengen Road hadn't changed, and so I understand these trees are over 100 years old. In fact, some of them have been planted in the 1800s, the late 1800s. And it's something that we don't really appreciate, but these trees have been around longer than any living person in Guyana today. West of Vlissengen Road is the border ground, which used to be the scene of most international cricket matches in Guyana. Now there is a new stadium at Providence on the east bank, and that's where the cricket matches are played now. But back in the day, the border ground was where cricket enthusiasts met up for one-day international matches. India versus the West Indies, England versus the West Indies, and so on. So parking used to be done on this embankment between North Road and Church Street. And see it come out here and see a huge number of cars. But this is the intersection, Vlissengen Road and North Road. And the embankment is now the site of some development. That's Vlissengen Road, Guyana Water Authority. And this is what is happening to the embankment here. That's the border ground. So there's been an effort to do some development, landscaping, and beautifying the embankment between Church Street and Vlissengen Road, Church Street and North Road. And this is what's going on at this end. This is a recent construction, a bridge. Gives us access to Church Street from the embankment, and that's Church Street. Alright, so what I'd like to point out here is some things haven't changed. Like, these buildings have been around for more than 20 years, sometimes more than 50 years. But what is changing is happening on Vlissengen Road. So these buildings have been around for more than 25 years, and this street is Church. This street is Irving Street. This is Irving Street, and right next to it in parallel is Vlissengen Road. So there's Irving Street and Vlissengen Road. So we're going to walk on Vlissengen Road. This is the Guyana Water Authority on Vlissengen Road. And while we walk on Vlissengen Road, we'll be able to look across and see what's going on Irving Street. So the first intersection is the intersection of Lama Avenue and Vlissengen Road, and Lama Avenue takes us into Bel Air Park, and right, in fact, not very far into Lama Avenue, you can see, good morning, you can see the Guyana National Newspapers Limited, the Chronicle. So this is the managed to maintain very good quality. So for example, gas station stores, it's actually quite a pleasure to come and shop at the gas station stores to take a look inside. The gas station stores might not be open yet, but they're a nice place to do some shopping. Road, and as you can see, another structure is going up right next to it. This also used to be a gas station, but it's changing. I suppose it's going to be some kind of commercial building. It's my friend, the hot dog stand, and that's Irving Street on the other side. So next door to Shell gas station is the Rubis gas station. Now you can see the price of gas at Rubis gas station, and that's the price per liter in Guyana dollars. That's about... Okay, the next street is Heaping Avenue, also taking you into a KFC outlet, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and it was closed down because the owner to Chickadee. Don't think they're doing that much business now, and I don't know if they're out of litigation. But this is the same establishment, has seen its better days. Oh, by the way, this is Borima Avenue, again intersecting with Vlissengen Road. And what's interesting about Borima Avenue is that some returning residents have established built new houses that are very much like the ones they probably lived in North America. So this is a traditional Guyanese house, right? It's a cottage, and this has probably been around since the 1950s. This one also since the 1960s and 70s. The other side is Bounties. Again, traditional cottages. Some of them modified. But what's been happening more recently is this sort of building. Again, across the street is the Guyana National Newspapers Limited. Right, so what's been happening more recently is a different kind of housing development. So this is more of a Italian style house made of concrete, probably built within the last 12 months. And further along, morning. Now this is the Ministry of Education's Museum of African Heritage. But yes, this is the point I'm making, is that some people who have recently returned have So not only is there a Popeyes outlet in Camp Street, there's now one on Vlissengen Road, and this Popeyes outlet has been here for, at least since I came back, it's been here for about 5 years or more. This intersection is Duncan Street, and again, and a survival supermarket at the corner of Duncan and Vlissengen. Again, Duncan Street. Alright, there's also changes happening on Duncan Street. So this is Bella Vista Mall. It's a small shopping mall on Duncan Street. Morning. Tent City. And Pure Diamond Ink. So, point here is that there are changes happening all over the street, all over the city, even in what used to be residential streets. And some of these residential streets are becoming quite commercial. This is an old cottage that still has the morning form of the colonial style cottages, but a lot of changes happening in architecture are in fact driven by commercial building and mixed-use building. What used to be residences being redesigned and redeveloped as both residential and commercial housing. So we're going to do a more extensive tour of Duncan Street and Belleair Park later, but let's continue on Vlissengen Road for now. So again, this is a survival supermarket on Vlissengen Road. Morning. And again, somebody else putting up another house, another multi-story frame on Vlissengen Road. On this side, Irving Street. Some of the buildings are the same, have been the same for a very long time. This is more redevelopment of commercial property. And across the street, Irving Street. This next intersection is the Silver Street. And this is now Newtown. Alright, this neighborhood is Newtown. Again, morning. Vlissengen Road becomes rather busy as the day wears on, because this is one of the major arteries of the city. That's Vlissengen Road. And across the street is Irving Street. This church has been around for a very long time too, so hasn't changed in more than 30 years. Right on the other side of the street is Queenstown. And on Vlissengen Road, there's Newtown on this side of the street. And this next intersection is Danrad Street. So that's Danrad Street, Newtown, on Vlissengen Road. That's the Guyana Deaf Mission. Morning. Taxis. And again on the other side, Irving Street. There's Burns Memorial Presbyterian Church. That church has been around for decades as well. Again on Vlissengen Road, more taxi services, taxi companies. That's Queenstown. Irving Street. And Vlissengen Road. The last street before Lamaha Street on Vlissengen Road. Is Garnet Street. Morning. That's Garnet Street. Newtown. And again, Irving Street in Lamaha Street. It's Irving and Lamaha Street. Morning. And Vlissengen Road in Lamaha Street. So that's Vlissengen Road. Some of the changes and some of the things that haven't changed. Again, this tree I think has been around for at least 100 years, just by looking at it. But some things have been around on Vlissengen Road. That's Lamaha Street, heading into Newtown and over the other side to Kitty. There you have it, Vlissengen Road in 2017. You want to see more content like this? Click like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Later!